On paper, this should be the closest matchup of the quarterfinals. KPC ranked 4th coming into playoffs. East Islip varsity ranked 5th. But lurking just below the surface is an offensive juggernaut that is Kings Park Commack. Jesse Lemza as well as Ronald Kemley, 1st and 3rd respectively in points scored on the regular season. Lemza with 53 points and Kemley with 50. Lemza finished 1st in points in the regular season, 7-point season high, 15 multi-point games, 6 games with 4 or more points, and 1 goal, 1 assist in the first period. That was in the first matchup of East Islip against Kings Park Commack. Again, that's the kind of offensive firepower that Lemza brings. Kemley, 3rd in points on the season, like I said, tied for most assists. 6-point season high, 11 multi-point games, 3 6-point games, a goal and 3 assists in the first match against East Islip, a goal and 3 assists in the second match against East Islip, 8 total points against East Islip on the season. On the other side for East Islip, Evan Lafata is the man, leads the team in goals and points, needs to have a big game to find the defensive weaknesses in Kings Park Commack early. But the important thing to mention is these teams, if it goes to a big shootout, if it goes to a back and forth scoring game, KPC are going to have the advantage there. East Islip really can't play that style, at least not against this team. They're going to have to find their defensive footing. In the regular season, Kings Park Commack had a goal differential of plus 79. For East Islip, it was minus 15. The Chiefs score 4.8 goals per game. They give up 5.5. The Knights score 6.3 goals per game and just give up 2.4. In the last 5 games of the regular season, Kings Park Commack was 2-3, but one of those wins against St. Anthony's, who just moved on against Ward Melville to the semifinals. Obviously, both of these teams trying to join them as we hit the end of the pregame warm-up. Get ready for opening puck drop here at the rinks in Hauppauge on the LI Sports Network. This is the 4th of 4 varsity playoff games of the quarterfinals, trying to determine who is going to be into that semifinal bid. A little bit more support for KPC coming out tonight than East Islip. The stands to my left a little fuller than the stands to my right. The final huddle taken for East Islip. They're going to be in the black going right to left. KPC going left to right wearing the white and gold. As we get ready for the start of the first. 4 of 4 quarterfinals now underway at the rinks. Kings Park will start off with possession. Taking it past the blue line. Justin Chich gives it to the far side. Wrapped around the boards. First with a shot. That's up high, and we're going to penalty already, I think. Or maybe just touch with a high stick, the call from the referees. So it's going to go down for East Islip to take an offensive zone faceoff. The goaltender matchup for today, Patrick O'Shea starting off for EI. And on the other side, Jacob Dufresne for KPC. Face-off taken by Lafata. Not going to win it out. KPC play it out quickly. Lafata, expect him to double shift a lot this game. At least that's what Chris Reinhardt, the head coach of East Islip, told me earlier today. Lafata most of the time will be playing with Barton and Marizito, but he could hop down with Stavropoulos and Wichert. So we approach 1 minute gone die in the first. No real big scoring opportunities yet. First, trying to change that. Ryan First past the blue line, pulling up at the goal line. Looking down low to Lemza, gets it out in front, no shot taken. Big bounce, and then that second shot will be played to the far side. Lemza gets it back. Lemza walking the blue line, finds it over to First. First, his shot with traffic out in front. Kicker save for O'Shea. Steers the puck to the far side, and it is played out. Jack Fontaine trying to get some speed going up the right side, but he's broken up. Instead, it comes over to Dolson. Dolson with Fontaine, and they both fall to these poke checks. Here comes KPC, a chance to get this forward. A quick shot on goal that goes wide off to the left. Centering pass again, this time broken up out in front by Freeland. We'll play it to the far side, and then an outlet pass comes from Jack Fontaine. He plays it into the neutral zone on the backhand. Jack Salva with control, a broken up pass, and here comes a breakaway. Dolson in on net. Dolson, his shot goes wide to the left, and a big early stop for DeFrent. Puck captain at the far side. Resinello looking for a centering pass. His opportunity is shut down, and KPC come forward up the left side. 2 men back for EI. The shot goes below the goal line, bouncing around to the right. Ciafrone with it. Ciafrone, a sharp angle save for O'Shea. He's far out of his cage and loses control of the puck. Might have wanted to shut that one down. Puck on the near side, dug out by Dolson. He'll get it ahead. Musamichi still with it, gonna lose out control, and KPC with another breakout opportunity into the neutral. Couple of hits, gonna go the way of KPC right now. Prong with the puck. Some nice back checks and stick checks will strip it away from him. Prong trying to come back forward in the neutral zone. We'll get it back to first. 12:06 to play in the first period. KPC looking for some more outlet passes. Shot taken but blocked. Wrapped around to the near side. First pinching in to keep it there. First looking for a shot saved by O'Shea. Looks like he was concerned about it for a second, but that goes nowhere near the back of the net. The matchups in the earlier season, both of them won by KPC. On October 21st, Kings Park Commack beat East Islip 5-2, and then followed that performance up with an 8-1 smacking on January 21st. That's the last time these teams saw each other until now. We get a slight pause, I think an equipment issue for Patrick O'Shea as he comes over the near side and getting his back skates laced back up. Obviously, the goaltending equipment is tied in the back along the legs, so if those come untied, well, you don't want to be taking a puck that's shot 80 miles per hour to the thigh, now do you? As the crowd waiting in anticipation to get back into this matchup again. The 4th of 4 quarterfinals played at the rinks today. Ward Melville falling down to St. Anthony's in the first matchup here on the North Rink. Smithtown Hauppauge also taking their matchup against Connecticut Sayville on the south. And now on the south you have Sachem and Northport Huntington battling for a semifinal bout. As O'Shea is reset and ready to go. 11:45 to play in the first. Off the face-off, puck played into the crease and then taken away by Reinhardt. He gets slammed into the board as punishment for trying to clear. KPC will try to hold in at the far side, but it gets past them and all the way down. Sattler will come back for it, but he doesn't have to do much as it will be an icing from the referees. Slow pace to start off this game. Not exactly the high-flying scoring that you might expect when Kemley and Lemza are on the ice together. But again, a slow pace, probably what East Islip want out of this game, as they get a takeaway at the blue line, taken forward now by Barton. Barton, some poke checks from first will break it up, and now KPC will send it to the far boards. Barton still strong on his stick, looking to send it out. A quick shot, big rebound. LaFata with that opportunity. You don't want to give him too many of those looks. 20 goals on the season for Evan LaFata. He controls again, trying to drag in at the blue line, broken up, still staying strong, gets shoved into the boards and knocked off the puck. Back into the neutral zone, a nice takeaway from Damien. Can't hold on to it for long. KPC take it back. 3 minutes gone by and we'll get another icing as O'Shea was there to play it just in case. Again, I really like this pace favoring East Islip, at least to start. If they can force KPC into a lot of different icing looks and just really keep this played in just 1/3 of the rink at any given point of time, you take away the speed that a lot of the Knights players have. I say that, here comes Lemza with an opportunity, drops it off, looking for an angle, a shot snatched out of the air by O'Shea. Great save for Patrick O'Shea. Has started 13 games so far for the Chiefs, allowing 6.11 goals against, but in all fairness, that's not probably indicative of his actual ability. Sometimes when you just face a lot of shots, it's really your save percentage that means more. And fortunately, don't have the statisticians to know his save percentage on the season, but I assume it's pretty good. Morazito will get the puck out. Back for it is Angelo. Taken away. East Islip look for an opportunity, but they're shut down low. Another pass out in front, and the shot's fanned on by Barton. Barton's had a good game so far. Definitely had a couple of looks. Number 34 is having impact on the ice. He scored 11 goals this season, 19 points in total and 18 points a game, so a player that is above a point per game. Obviously, that's a big assist to Evan Lafata. This face-off one, taken forward by Lemza, passing off to his left, the shooting lane available, and O'Shea shuts down the drag around. Patrick O'Shea staying strong in his crease, allows his team to break out the other way. They rifle it in deep. Fontaine with the puck, looking for the centering pass. Lemza comes back for it. He sends it to the blue line, foot race to the puck, one out by EI. Lemza looking to take it back in the neutral zone, can't control for too long. Poked ahead by Arsenello. Now again belongs to Budzinski. He'll put it in deep. Change coming out from KPC, so EI with time to clear. Unverzagt will get it out. Blake Unverzagt, his name of German origins. Some translates its meaning to undaunted and unabashed, others say unconquered and courageous. Nonetheless, those are all qualities that he's going to want to rub off on his team right now. All of them good qualities to have in the playoffs. You can't be scared of taking a hit, can't be scared of giving a hit, especially when it comes down to simple things like clearing the puck. You go down low and you make a turnover at your own blue line because you try to avoid a hit. Maybe you should have taken the hit and just gotten it out. Small things like that. Making sure you stick to your man, have a shadow on Lemza at all points. Hold him to 53 this game is what East Islip has to be thinking. If you're KPC, you want that man flying around the ice as much as you can. Puck rotated down low, out in front, a save from O'Shea, looking for the rebound, dives on top of it, and the referees will give him the much-needed freeze with the whistle. Another offensive zone face-off coming. Referees look over to the benches to see if any changes will be had from either side. 0-0 still, 8:53. Again, this is the 4 seed against the 5 seed. O'Shea has a chance to play the puck. We'll wrap it around the boards, but it's stuffed down by Ciafrone. Bouncing around in the offensive end now for KPC, and it gets by them. Chance to break out the other way, potentially. Centering pass. That's not going to go to the intended man. That was James Walsh. Kings Park now looking for it. Pass ahead, broken up by the stick, and offsides as well. Getting a boo from the Kings Park Commack fans that are in attendance right now. Face off at center ice, or excuse me, make that just neutral ice, off to the left. Sora on the face-off has Flynn over to his right. Prong lining out that, or rounding out that line on the left wing. Puck will go towards Prong. First one to it is Chris Lawler, though. He'll chip it off the boards, but not out. Evan Lafata gets it. Lafata trying to force KPC off sides. Instead, it comes back to Lawler across for Barton. But like I said, has been having a good game. Turns it over first in the slot. His shot saved by O'Shea. Big rebound, and it's played aside by EI. Chipped ahead forward. Here comes Lafata. Lafata with some speed. Couldn't break out against Marazito. Into the right wing corner. Resinello looks to whack it around. Resinello had himself a fairly impressive regular season as well. 11 goals, 16 assists for 27 points. O'Shea looking for the long feed to Barton. Man, has Barton been sniffing around some goals. Flynn avoiding a sandwich. Flynn in, his shot saved by O'Shea. Around the boards and out. First will get it back in the neutral zone. A D-to-D pass. KPC looking for the dump in. They'll get it. Flynn will chase after it into the right wing corner. Back on is Lawler. Like I said, he takes a hit right there. It's just what EI is going to have to do against this forecheck. Barton gets the puck. Looks for his lead man, and Lafata instead gives it away to First. First looking to join in the attack as a defenseman. Looking for the centering pass. Instead shoots, and it's saved by O'Shea. Puck to the far side. Almost cleared, and now EI have another chance to give away. He played safely into the neutral zone. Gives it over for Flynn, and we will take a timeout. 6:54 to play. Face off in the neutral zone again. Taking ahead, Kemley pulling up on his skates in the right circle. Will go down to O'Shea, will play it around the boards. Kemley back for it, twirling, looking for the feed, gets it up high. Angelo, it gets past him. That's going to spring Fontaine going forward. Make that Dolson, actually. Jack Fontaine and Jack Dolson, number 96 and 98. A lot of similarities right there. So close in jersey number, obviously both in the name Jack. Here they come with another opportunity. Dolson past the blue line, pulling up. Dolson was still with control. His shot high. It's a blocker save, and the referees are going to say it hit the netting. .6:11 to play in the first. 0-0 still the score. No penalties taken either. Face-off will be over to the right of DeFriend now. Face-off taken, will go into the crease and covered up. You don't expect this to be a particularly low-scoring game considering the offensive prowess of KPC. Like I was saying earlier, 6.3 points per game, but here comes Lemza. Lemza in on net on the backhand. He's not going to score. O'Shea denied him just barely. Now back the other way. This game's starting to open up. EI taking it ahead. Controlled right now by Resinello, looking to get it in on net. Centering pass towards the slot, and it's going to come back the other way again. Sent in deep. O'Shea out of his net. Will get it and play it off the far boards. Resinello trying to swat it off, but it can't. Comes back to O'Shea, and he'll get it in his pads for another freeze. 5:37 to play in the first. Face-off coming to the right of O'Shea this time. Puck to the far board. Salva fans on it, but then does get it down low. Lawler puts a little bit more speed on it, trying to clear, and he will get it out. As Islip have played a solid game so far. Coyle with it. Down the high slot. Gets it poked away from him. KPC almost get control back, but Lawler breaks that up. Trying to lead a man forward, and now it comes for Bradley. Some cheers for a second from EI fans as they thought they were going to have a nice look on goal. Another nice good check at the blue line. Once again, Bradley with a shot blocked out in front. Sattler got his stick on that. Puck now on the near side. Coyle will send it in towards net. O'Shea out to play it. O'Shea, his puck handling skills has been a real difference maker so far, allowing EI to get clears going a lot quicker. Coyle gives it over. Brought in by Salva. He looks to cut through the slot. His shot too high. On the near side boards, Lemza trying to get it out. I'll make that actually Freeland who was there. First, will fire it forward. Over to Salva. Salva past the blue line with a little bit of numbers for now. Catching EI in a change. O'Shea a much needed save. Comes out in front again into the near side. big hit in the corner. EI laying one out. LaFato's there for it, and we're going to get a whistle. We got a man down right now. LaFata coming over to check on him. It's a KPC player, and we'll take a medical timeout and be back with the next 4:05 of the first. So Jackson Ciofrone will be helped off the ice by the support of his teammates. Lemza first there to help him out as he gets a round of applause from the crowd. should be getting back into action here between East Islip and Kings Park Commack. Stays 5-on-5, and the face-off will be in the right circle for East Islip. Wondering if that prolonged timeout will have any impact on the momentum of this game. Obviously, East Islip, I feel like, has put together a really solid 11 minutes to start off the game, but KPC might flip a switch right here and try to get some more offense going. Right now, they're hemmed in at their own defensive end. Looking to play it forward. Barton takes it away, guides it to Lafata. Lafata, a shot that's saved. Again, Lafata should just keep testing. 20 goals on the season. He's bound to put one in if he just keeps shooting. Barton with another opportunity in the slot, trying to get it off to Lafata. He's tied up. Lemza getting it to the far side. Held it at the far point by Lawler. His backhand's going to squirt a little bit forward, then pokes it in again. Gets it to Barton, then it's stripped away. Lemza getting flying forward. Lemza looking for a lane. Saved by O'Shea. At the far side, centering pass again is going to go all the way through the slot. Now on the near side, EI with room to work. Barton controls. On the backhand, he lifts it in. Gets a hit by Lemza, and just allowing KPC to take control once again. Broken up in the neutral zone. Resinella will wrap it in. Actually puts that on net. The Friends need to be wary there. Barton still going, man. He has an engine to start this game. Lemza with it. Cuts right, passes right. Gets it in, it's wrapped into the skates for a second of Reinhardt. He takes punishment from Lemza. Gets it on his backhand, looking for a centering pass. Stood up so far, does get it down low to Flynn. Flynn wrapping to the far side. Flynn still controls, getting it to the blue line, looking to fire it in. KPC, they're giving a breakaway. Here they come, in on net, looking for the first, they score! East Islip up 1-0 to start this game off in the quarterfinals. And we should be good to go. 2-1. 20 seconds into the second period. KPC have gotten the last 2 goals, as this game has definitely gotten chippy between both teams. 2 players in the box on both sides. Skating is 5-on-5, though, both of them offsetting. And the game really started getting out of hand after the Salva goal. I do believe the first penalties were some unsportsmanlike conduct. As we should be through all the technical difficulties here on the LI Sports Network and should get the scoreboard updated right now. Puck out in front, now turned aside. Resinello will take it forward up the left side, looking for the pass to the right. Gets it over. Brought in and a quick shot shut down. 13:50 to play in the second. Puck chipped in deep. KPC going after it. O'Shea a save. $13:27 now to play in the second. Those back-to-back goals from Kings Park at the end of that period really just did change the landscape of this game dramatically. Puck wrapped around the boards. To the far side now, skated ahead. Broken up by KPC for a second. Looking to keep it here on the forecheck. Coco with it, getting it down low. Now on the near side, some more big hits. Student section for KPC erupting. Flynn bringing it in. Flynn looking to drag. O'Shea was a little bit off his mark right there, but does make the save regardless. Tipped out by Dolson. Can't get it around. Oh, a good chance for Coco here on the backhand. Sails wide of the crease. The Knights, again, looking for the setup to the high point. Hudzinski rings the bar and goes in. They score. And it's 3-1 for the Knights. Comes up top here. I want to track this puck. Goes in, is tipped out in front. That goal credit should go to Ryan Flynn, and he's the one who celebrates after. 3-1 now the score. East Islip, despite the great start, finding themselves down. Now a couple of scores. Puck brought in deep again. EI looking for the clear, held in at the far point. A good hit from LaFata. Knights looking for a cycle, have men open at the points. Here comes Force. He has a room to shoot. Glove save O'Shea. Down low, Lawler has the opportunity to clear on the backhand. Held it on the near side glass for now. Chipping it ahead was LaFata, and now LaFata will get some room to skate. LaFata up the left side. LaFata trying to dangle, passing it out in front was intended for Marazito. It just gets held up in the boards instead. Freeland will whack it deep. LaFata chasing after it. First one onto it, though, is Harberman. He'll reverse it the other way. Freeland trying to keep it in, sends it to the near side this time. Lawler with control will give it away. Coyle flying forward right now. Coyle with a man in the middle looking for the feed. Shut down by Freeland. Sent down, should be an icing, and the referees will waive it as such. Most recent goal coming from Ryan Flynn, assisted by Hladzinski. Puck back for Freeland again. Freeland looking for the outlet pass, gets it over to Dolson. His route is denied, comes back to Freeland. Freeland with some space to Fontaine now, past the blue line. His shot goes wide to the left. Tap below the goal line again. The Knights looking for support for Forst. Forst has it down low, cutting back towards the right. Passes it up into the neutral zone now. Long bounce. Lawler should go back for it. O'Shea out of his net, wraps it to the far side. Dolson, tapping it to O'Shea. He was almost flying forward, and the referees will call offsides. 10:32 to play in the second. 3-1 the score in favor of the Knights. Face-off won by EI. On the backhand, Resinello tries to play it out. Resinello knocks it down in the neutral zone again, but doesn't get any possession off of it. Here's Lemza tripped up, and KPC will go to the power play. Lemza still with it, trying to shove it near side. Puts it through the blue paint untouched. 6-on-5 skating right now. Kings Park trying to hold on to it for as long as possible. Comes around Lemza, and Lawler will get the touch up. Power play upcoming. The Knights trying to make it 4-1. The tripping call will go on number 11, Resinello. Not exactly who you want in the box if you are EI. He's been one of your better players the entire season. On the face-off, they tie up. First gets it up high, passing over to his right. KPC can take this slow. They have the offensive talent to get this goal. Keep your eye on 24 and 9. Kemley and Lemza, Lemza takes a shot, blocked out in front. Big rebound. EI look for the clear. Send it off the boards, but it's held in again by First. First, passing over to his left. Gets it to Kemley. Kemley looking for the far angle shot. That could have gone to Lemza, and it's out past the blue line. A big hit from Lafata. Evan Lafata came to play today. Lemza with it, cutting over to his right. Lemza's shot is off to the left. O'Shea trying to track the puck right now, losing it for a second, is fired out of the rink. About a minute gone by in this power play. It's a critical clear for EI right now. Lafata going off to the box, over to the bench after that big hit. Puck wrapped in deep. DeFrance over there for it. Will put it to the far boards. The Knights looking for the breakout forward in a potential 3-goal lead, in a 4-goal game already. Ledzinski trying to feed up high, instead gets it over to Prong. Prong on the near side boards. Gives it up to Sattler, who mistouches it. Comes down, 40 seconds now left on the power play. On the forecheck is Dolson. Put a little bit of pressure on, but didn't get the takeaway. It's an awkward bounce on the goal. Now the Knights having a little bit of problem breaking ahead. As I say that, they do find the pass over to Flynn. He cuts across the blue line. Two of his teammates trip up against each other. That shuts down that opportunity. Centering pass instead goes up high for an angle. A shot taken by O'Shea, and he saves it. "12 seconds left on the power play. 8:17 in the second period. East Islip dominated the early part of the game, but the middle has belonged to the Knights so far, and they're the better off for it, scoring 3 goals up by 2. A quick shot off the face-off is blocked by the traffic. Now the power play expiring. One more attempt, and O'Shea makes another great save. 2 seconds. EI looking for the face-off when they get it forward, and all offsides. Shut down a potential breakaway right there.
What are you talking about? He did not come out early.
Oh, they're going to call them for coming out of the box too early. That's going to be another power play for KPC.
There's only 2 seconds, Rob. Probably on the clock. Probably will be.
Referee going over to talk to the coaching staff of East Islip. Head coach Chris Reinhardt.
Ref, it was only 2 seconds. Bad call, Ref. Sorry.
So the call, too many men on the ice, will put the Knights into another power play. 8:01 to play in the second. Kemley will come in for the face-off. And the puck instantly played out. On the tie-up again. KPC looking for control. A quick shot and they score! 4-1, a disaster strikes for EI as we'll take a quick replay of that. Off the draw, into the back of the net. Comes flying forward. And a lucky bounce right there, to be honest. Ends up in the top right corner. O'Shea doing the best he could, but that was a blistering pace right there. So now with 7:54 to play in the second. East Islip looking to battle this one back. Down by 3 goals after scoring the first and coming out so well in the first 10 minutes. LaFata with it right now, feeding it over into the slot, broken up. Coyle looking to drag it forward. Takes a couple of awkward bounces and comes back to LaFata. Settler looking to get them going. Dumped in, O'Shea stops that puck as it bounces around. Comes to the near side. Once again, EI looking for the breakaway. Almost had Dolson going. First with a shot. Glove save by O'Shea. Did a split on that one to get it as well. $7:17 to play in the second. That goal from Jack Salva assisted by John Coyle and Ronald Kemley. So Kemley with another point, almost tying up Lemza. Opportunity brewing up right now for EI. They do get it into the offensive zone. KPC take it back quickly. Coco with it, passing to his left. EI looking to clear it away from the slot. Puck still bouncing and they score! KPC up to 5. As some more unlucky bounces are really sinking EI right now. Just goes to the far side and there to collect it on a silver platter as John Coyle puts it into the white netting. And the Knights have 5 and a 4-goal lead. The Knights with instant control again. Give it over to Flynn. He'll dump it into the right wing corner. Harassed by Damien as he goes. KPC still with control. Feeding it to the blue line. Not a lot of room to work. Almost a breakaway going the other way. Feeding like that to the blue line with only one man there is quite dangerous. 6:30 to play in the second. The Knights have scored 5 unanswered goals. Stavropoulos looking on the forecheck, but the puck comes past him. Freeland in the neutral zone with control. He'll play it off the boards to the blue line, and it's whacked in deep. EI just needs something to go their way. A shot bouncing into the slot. And once again, the Knights clear. DeSora into the left circle. DeSora getting it down low. Knocked off the puck. KPC might get caught shorthanded right now. Numbers going back the other way for EI. They look for the shot and it's saved. 2-on-1 there. The shot taken from the outside. Not the highest percentage opportunity. But obviously the pressure on EI is mounting. You're in the quarterfinals of the playoffs. You're down by 4. Might feel like the weight of the world is on top of you. Into the face-off is Fontaine. Jack Fontaine and Jack Dolson have been very solid players so far. Puck tied up on the far boards. Resinello will get it to the far point. Shot taken. Traffic out in front. The puck goes wide to the left. Room to clear, and the Knights will get it all the way down. Referees will call icing. 5:31 to play in the second. Face off in the right dot. Fontaine back for it. Jack Fontaine on the tie-up, trying to get it over to his buddy Dolson. Said it'll be taken by the Knights. A couple of quick passes, and then they're past the blue line. Kemley with control on the right side of the ring. Kemley giving it over to first now. He'll walk backwards in his own zone. Passing it ahead, intercepted by EI. Given down low, almost getting it to Fontaine, who was right in front of the net. Another centering pass, this time cleanly taken away by the Knights. They get going quickly. Up past the blue line. Lemza in on net. Lemza shot. It was weak. I think tipped and saved by O'Shea. 4:59 to play in the second. Lemza's shot off the face-off is blocked. Puck wraps around down low. EI looking for the clearing opportunity. They will get it on the near side again. It's wrapped down below O'Shea. First, getting it on the far side. Poked loose of him, now speared forward. The pass through the equipment of number 90, Bradley. Lemza on the ice. Always got to be careful when that's the case. Shot fanned on. There was the opportunity belonging to Musamichi. Puck still on the near boards. Lawler trying to keep it alive. Lemza tapping away, and then it's stripped again, this time by Walsh. He loses control, and to the opposite blue line. Approaching 4 minutes to play in the second period. Walsh was looking for the hit. Puck escaped him before so by Harberman. Harberman now will look for the hit back onto Walsh. In the meantime, Bradley loops it in deep. Jack Salva will control. Salva passing up to his right, past the blue line. Salva gets it back. Salva with a shot. He scores! Pops the water bottle while he's at it. And KPC is up by 5. Take a look at this shot coming out of Salva. And take a look at how that water bottle explodes. 6-1 the score. I did say there was an offensive juggernaut on the ice, and well, they're proving me right so far. 3:42 to play in the second. Although it's Jack Salva probably with the most impact. Not something I exactly would have predicted, but still 34 points on the season. That's nothing to scoff at. Salva would have been the leading goal scorer, the leading point producer if he was on East Islip. EI on the offensive zone draw, looking to get some momentum back. A quick shot, that's denied. Centering out in front again. Where's the puck? It's underneath the goal. To the near side again. Shot taken from Freeland. Tipped out in front, but not in. Deflects. EI look for it back. Another shot that's grabbed out of the air and shut down. John Coyle will stay out for the face-off. Puck wrapped around the glass again. Freeland will fire it in. EI looking to pinch it there, but it goes past them and now past the blue line. Referees will blow the whistle. I believe we have an upcoming penalty as there's some loose equipment on the ice. That was trailing the play, so not exactly sure what happened. As we're just going to actually net off its moorings, I see that now. So looking at the players to see if anyone was going off. It will stay 5-on-5. Jack Fontaine into the face-off dot. Has Freeland behind him, joined by Gillier. Fontaine on the draw, gets his stick tied up. Knights look to clear. Held in by Gillier. He'll put it down the boards, and then it's instantly spit back at him. Past the blue line, he'll send it to the near side. Taken ahead, DeSora puts it in. Held in at the far side by Flynn. Gets it in on net, and O'Shea will cover it up. .238 to play in the second. A 5-goal lead belongs to the Knights as they scored 6 unanswered goals. Off the face-off, EI look to break it out. Conturned by Dolson. Dolson up the left side with some physical speed. Crashes out into the left wing corner. Dolson getting right back up, collects on the backhand, looking to cut around, but couldn't get enough power into it. Haberman takes it into the neutral zone. Haberman past the blue line. Haberman still with it. On the backhand, centering pass, no one there. Coco taps it to his right. Shot taken from the point, out in front, and O'Shea sits on it. .205 to play in the second. This quarterfinal not exactly going the way that the Chiefs want it to. Puck dropped in the right dot. East Islip look for the clear, and it does get past. Potential numbers, but the play is shut down by Haberman. Not past the blue line just yet. LaFada battling for it, but Kemley will take it. Kemley gets it up the right side. Here comes Lemza. Lemza still with it. Lemza in on net, circling around. Couldn't shove it short side. Getting support now from Kemley. He'll take it back, feed it to the near point. Angelo across to the far side with room to shoot. That shot takes a big bounce into the slot, and EI will clear. EI now looking for the dump opportunity up into the roof, and we will get another pause with 1:25 to play in the second. With 21 seconds left in the first, Jack Salva scored for the Knights, and it's been all KPC since then. They have dominated possession, they have dominated the shots, they've dominated the physical edge, and East Islip just has not recovered. Lemza with the puck again, gets it stripped off his stick, EI flying in. We played around the boards, and now a clear route out. Lemza streaking up the left side, has Kemley going on the right. The referees will call them offsides, and another face-off coming in the neutral zone. Kemley not exactly matching the speed of Lemza past the blue line. .67 seconds for the second period. That's all that remains. Off the face-off. Coyle won't get it cleanly, but will get it in. Knights look to wrap it around down low. Lawler after it. Said it's taken and controlled by Galgano. 50 seconds remain. Puck out in front and turned aside. East Islip with some room. Bringing it forward now. Musamichi. Musamichi centering it. No one there. Past the blue line. Reinhardt trying to hold it as far into the offensive zone, and it tips out of play. 33 seconds left in the second. Obviously, as we saw in the first, that's still enough to score 2 goals. If East Islip could do that right now, they cut the lead in half. Make it only a 3-goal game, but that would definitely shift the momentum at the bare minimum. Lafata flying in. Lafata trying to lay a hit into the right corner. Will force a turnover. Held in for a second by Marzito. And now taken out by Coyle. Coyle with some room. Developing into a 1-on-2. Coyle trying to drag out in front of the net. His shot. He scores! Coyle makes it 7-1. And the Knights look like they're heading to the semis. At least after 30 minutes of play. What a shot from Coyle. What a breakaway. The power move, extending his right arm. 16 seconds left in the second. And have I mentioned it's been all KPC recently? Off the face-off. Taken ahead by Marzito. Trying to play it in deep. Marzito still with it, looking for it out in front. Marzito still contains. He fans on the shot. Now it's cleared. All the way down the ice, and that will do it for the second period. 15 minutes remain, but Kings Park Commack are in a solid lead, up by 6 goals. Third period underway. Still a 6-goal lead for the Knights. Shot taken and saved. 14:06 remain in the third, and it's a tall task to ask East Islip to climb back from the hole that they've been sunk to. LaFata will take the draw from the right circle. If there's anyone who can do it, it's going to be him for East Islip. LaFata looking for control, instead it's played back by DeSora. LaFata does get it back on the left-hand shovel shot, no good. It's actually Marizito taking that shot. LaFata was over to his right, and of course that top line of LaFata, Marizito, and Barton. Barton had a great first period, has gone a little bit quieter since. On the tie-up, LaFata looking forward again. First, putting it down low and then off the boards. And the Knights get an easy clear. Back into the neutral zone. Skating onto it was Unverzagt. And he'll bump into DeSora. We hit another pause, this time with 13:46 to play in the third. East Islip and the Knights will both keep their same 5 out. Face-off will come back to center ice. LaFata on the draw will push it forward, but can't get it past first. Big hit into the far boards. That might give them a spark coming from Marizito, but referees blow the whistle. Doesn't look like we'll get any penalties off of that. Just a reset. Maybe the puck was underneath the body. Obviously, you'll get a pause for that. LaFata on another draw, not able to win this one cleanly, and it's played in deep by Coco. Coco out in front, his shot saved by O'Shea. Unverzagt will take a big hit into the corner. Potential breakaway coming. LaFata didn't see him. LaFata actually getting in himself, his shot saved. LaFata with one of the better opportunities that anyone on East Islip has seen recently, but LaFata did not see that he had Barton so far forward. Barton would have been on net cleanly. Face-off taken. East Islip looking for control. A quick shot goes through the paint. To the far side now. Damien with it. Looking to give it down low. First will put it off the glass, but not out. Held in for a time being. Walsh with it. Putting it down lower. Bradley, the centering pass. Instead, he'll feed it to the blue line. Takes a big bounce and pass. Kemley with it in the left circle. Kenley in on net. He scores. Nonchalant look for Kemley right now as the Knights go up 8-1. We take a look at that replay. Kemley just with so much speed, cutting in on the right, and beats O'Shea cleanly. O'Shea was out on a very aggressive angle, and Kemley makes him pay for it. Now 8-1 for the Knights. Lifted high and forward. Back for Damien. He'll look for the exit route. Gets it ahead for Bradley. Lemza gets the tap in the neutral zone. Lemza flying forward now, looking to go in on net. Denied just barely off to the right. Sends it to first. Gets it down low into the slot, looking for a shot. Puck out in front. O'Shea off target. Not going to face any pressure though. Lemza with it again. Lemza cutting in the slot. Lemza past a couple of players, gets taken down. Puck into the corner. Kemley trying to dig it out, comes over and passed. EI looking for the breakaway opportunity. Bradley gets it up the right side. Bradley still holding on to it, looking for the centering pass, blocked by Ryan First. The Knights looking for a potential penalty right there. Lemza getting into a shoving match. Broken up by the referees. Ryan First with it. First with some room. Coming up to the right circle. A poke check will knock it away. Good defensive look there from Gillier. About 4 minutes gone by in the third period, and matters have just gotten worse for the Chiefs as they find themselves down by 7 goals. Of course, the most recent one coming from Ronald Kemley. The Knights have scored 8 unanswered. Kemley, Coyle, Salva, Coyle, Salva. Ryan Flynn, Prong and Salva are the way those goals go. So Salva with a hat trick by himself could be beating East Islip in terms of scoring. Puck chipped in by the Chiefs. Chasing after it, Stavropoulos on the near side will reverse it to the far. The first one to it is Sattler, who will get it out. Shot taken, O'Shea will get it in his glove, looks to play it, does wrap it around the boards. On the near side, Salva walking and gets it broken out. Salva looks for the return pressure, but it's played past him. EI take possession back in their own zone. Approaching 10 minutes to play in the third, it would be a comeback of epic proportions. LaFada looking for the feed. Big hit by Salva. LaFada with it. He'll rifle it in deep off the end boards. Takes a big bounce onto the stick. Hladzinski will wrap it around now, looks to break it out himself. Hladzinski past the blue line, cutting around one player, takes the puck back on his own pass. Hladzinski trying to do the same thing, this time knocked off his mark by Freeland. Puck over to LaFada. He'll tap it to Freeland. Freeland sends it off the boards, almost hitting the referee. Circles around to the near side. Now time for Sattler to settle. Plays it off the backhand to Coco. Coco with pressure in his face will get it cleanly over to the near side to be rifled out into the other blue line. Freeland takes it back, loses it. Now controlled by DeSora. DeSora dragging around on the backhand, almost poked away by O'Shea. Now will blow a tire. Puck comes to Flynn, bouncing around. Oh, just barely past the stick of DeSora. Could have had a shot right there. The neutral zone for Dolson. Dolson looking to cut through some traffic, gets it poked off his stick. 8:40 to play in the third. KPC looking for the breakout. Coco sends it to the near side. First one to it's Flynn. Flynn will wrap it in deep. O'Shea out of his net. Put some more speed onto the puck off the boards. It's kept in though. Angelo bringing it down. Nursing on to this 7-goal lead. Puck out in front. Coco looking for a backhander. Couldn't get it in. Puck played to the neutral zone and tapped to the Rinks logo. DeSora losing it for Fontaine now. Fontaine trying to get through too many bodies, and eventually he will lose it. Flynn with it again. Flynn past the blue line up the right side. Now with some separation. Looking for an angle on net. Feeds it backdoor. No one was there. Back to the neutral zone for the Knights to reset. 7:43 to play in the third. At this point, the Knights just feel like they're playing a waiting game. That's where maybe, just maybe, East Islip could catch them off guard, get a goal, but realistically, they need more than one. They need 3 or 4 in quick succession. I can't lie to you and say that I've seen a 7-goal comeback. This one looks like it's going to be a dominant win for KPC. And again, this team should really make anyone scared. Kings Park Commack, I mean, they have the scoring to go toe-to-toe with just about anyone. It takes a really big defensive effort to shut them down, as now we're going to get some sparring. As now the Knights fans in attendance are going to try to get onto the nerves of as many people on East Islip as possible. As the referees are going to move the face-off location into center ice. Wrapped in deep. Out of his net is Der Friends for it. He'll play it to the far side. East Islip now wrap it around and won't hang on to that possession as Salva finds it in the neutral zone. Salva tipping it forward. Had Coyle flying. Salva takes it back, dumping it off. Coyle centering pass out in front, looking to dig it in. Puck saved. O'Shea gets it. And we get some more sparring. May get some ejections as well. Salva going after it and now wrestling him to the floor. Two bodies on top of the East Islip player. As we get some more punches thrown. Now they're really going after it. Two players wrestling into the paint, two over to the left as well. Coyle squaring up potentially with Gillier. Referees trying to escort as many people off the ice as possible, but there's just too many players and too little referees. Lawler will be put into the box. 94, that is Prong, will be booked. So two players gone for the night so far. Not sure if anyone from East Islip will go. I would be shocked if no one does. And they will book Bradley as well as Gillier. Actually, Gillier hanging around for now. And it looks like they'll get O'Shea. So backup goalie going to come in. Bega will come out, so O'Shea's gone. Not sure if they're going to try to take a replay of this anywhere else. But things definitely getting a little chippy here. Hey, who knows? Maybe the referees will check out LISN, Long Island Sports Network, for all of your fighting action here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Are we going to get some passing between the goalies? That'll lighten the mood. Lemza coming out to talk to Bega. Actually just going for the sticks of his teammates. We do get some goalie passing. Lemza getting told to go back over to his bench. Tommy, what do you think of this? Tommy, you having fun? Tommy's having fun. That's all that matters. Tommy's happy, I'm happy. Yeah, the referees are going to have an extended conversation, I have a feeling. Paul, you having fun? Paul's having a great time as well. That's all that matters. My cameramen are having fun. That means I'm having fun. And we're getting some more goalie passing. Gotta love some goalie passing. So, Paul, you were over on the backside. There were 4 ejections so far. I believe Bradley went, as well as Gillier, for East Islip. I know Prong went for Kings Park. I don't know who else, but I know there was a second one. So we got 4 ejections so far. It's only the quarterfinals. I mean, it is an 8-1 lead for Kings Park, so they're feeling pretty good about themselves right now. Oh, Paul, I forgot to mention, O'Shea, the goalie, got booked as well. So now the backup's in. I don't think I've ever seen a goalie get ejected. I don't even think Patrick Waugh got ejected when he had that fight in the 90s. Do you remember that? The Avalanche Red Wings rivalry? Yeah, I love that documentary. That's a good documentary. I don't think Patrick Waugh got booked that game, and he came to center ice to fight. That's the crazy part. Lawler's gone as well? Lawler's gone as well. So that might be 4 ejections on East Islip, as there is now more security moving around from the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. As it looks like we're going to get back underway. as we will get this game back underway. So shortened benches for both teams. And we finally get the puck drop. That was a longer intermission than our actual intermissions, as we get some more pushing around right off the whistle. It was Wichert. Lemza with it again. Lemza out in front. Lemza getting tapped now. Unverzagt. Puck gets fed back to the far point. Rister going to get broken up by a couple of people on East Islip, and they chip it forward. Angelo will send it in. Freeland chasing after it. Kemley there to apply pressure. It's wrapped around the boards to the far side. Held in at the far point, barely, and actually taken out. Kladzinski will do so. Now taken ahead through some traffic. Dolson looking for an angle. Gets it ripped off his stick. As a player falling to the ground, Dolson with a nice hit. Kemley coming, Dolson on the back check, feeding it to Lemza far side. And the puck will be cleared by East Islip. Referees are going to say it bounced off of the East Islip bench, so we'll get another quick pause because of it. Another face-off coming in the offensive zone for the Knights. 5:53 to play in the third. Lemza takes a tumble down. Puck comes back to the blue line, held in just barely by Haberman. Another hit on the far side, that one laid out by Reinhardt. Lafada doing a little shoving now. Shot taken, that one's wide to the right. That's the first time that Bega's been tested, obviously coming in for O'Shea, who was forced off by the referees. 5:24 to play in the third. Puck wrapped around to the near side now. Fontaine with control, coming up the left. He'll play it almost barely hitting the referee. Lafada with another big hit. And Lafada will take a whack for his efforts. Will be played forward. Lafada coming in on net. Lafada looking for the shot is denied. Now Lafada coming together. Puck still alive. The players look like they just want to go at each other at this point. Now the KPC fan section will get on top of EI as well. Coyle cuts in, taken away. Lafada passing it over to his right. Fontaine didn't have the angle, and it once again belongs to the Knights. DeSora, tough shot, made it look possible though. Coco with it. Giving it back to his defensive zone. A hit in the neutral, and the referee's going to blow a quick whistle. Trying to keep control of this game. Marazito will be on the face-off. Pass to the far side. Up past the red line. Knights looking for another one. Rocco gets it broken away. Excuse me, Coco. Thinking of the Stony Brook AAU hockey team with Michael Rocco. Puck still on the near side, being tipped around. Kladzinski will take it away, then give it away. Down low, EI looking for the centering pass. They can't get it. Comes back to the backup goalie, Bega. Will collect on the forehand and tap it to the near side. Hit on the far boards. Everything's fine still. No tempers flaring. Freeland will wrap it around. He gets shoved down to the ice. More hits for EI coming out. Puck tipped forward. 3:17 to play in the third. It's a 7-goal lead for Kings Park Commack as Coco takes it up again. Coco breaking it on the left circle, dragging it down low. Coco will hang on to it. Freeland will take it back. Damien, couple whacks. Freeland will just hold on to it and send it to the far side. 2:54 to play in the third. Give a bit of a shout out to the security guards right now, already planning on how they're gonna shepherd everyone out of the rinks when this game is done. Obviously, you don't need anything from the crowd. Please don't do anything if you're in the crowd and listening to the game for some reason. We don't need that. It's not necessary. And shout out to the YouTube comment section for not calling each other any names, because there's also no need for that. You guys have been lovely, and thank you for understanding the technical difficulties. As 2 minutes to play in the third. Kings Park looking to advance to the semifinals. Just one win away from that final spot. I mean, I really do believe the Knights have the offensive recipe. It's the question, can they get the backstop, as that was an opportunity for East Islip right there. Coco tapping it back into the neutral zone. Lemza will collect at his blue line, send it forward for Kemley, who will just whack it in deep. Cutting past the blue line is Stavropoulos. Knights take it back, bring it below their own goal line. It looks like we will get out of this game without any more tempers flaring up, as the puck will be iced. 1:26 remaining in the third. Puck back into the neutral zone and will be carried ahead again. Approaching 1 minute left in the third, and we're officially into the final 60 seconds. Time for KPC to just settle this one down. A lot of penalties called, obviously, in the third. Mostly penalties as the puck's out in front. East Islip maybe looking for one final tally of the season. The Knights turn it aside, so from the efforts of Kemley, Coyle, Salva, Flynn, Prong, and Salva, Kings Park Commack will advance to the semifinals. All of those players scoring goals, and plenty more of them getting assists as well. We knew this team coming into it had the offensive firepower to do it. The question is, could they get it done in a playoff scenario where things get a little bit tighter? And the answer to that is an astounding yes. And because of it, they will move into the semifinals, not simply as a 4th seed, but a team to be feared and an offense that needs to be shut down. One final shot, and that will do it. The Knights will move on to the semifinals here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. And we had 4 quarterfinals today. The winners of all of those finals, well, you can go take a look at that on SuffolkCountyHighSchoolHockeyLeague.org. And of course, on the North Rink, I can tell you the 2 games that were won here. Well, one's right in front of you. That's the Knights. And on the other game was Warren Melville versus St. Anthony's. That game was won by St. Anthony's. I do believe this means that the Knights will end up taking on the Northport Huntington Hauppauge Bulls. I believe that's the team that they will end up facing because of the seeding. I will double check that for you real quick. Sorry, Smithtown Hauppauge, Northport Hauppauge. What am I saying? I am from Westchester. I'm from upstate. Give me a break. Smithtown Hauppauge will be the next opportunity for the Knights. And with that, we will kick it over and off here on the LI Sports Network. 8-1 the final score. Knights take this quarterfinal matchup. They will advance to play Smithtown Hauppauge. Thank you so much for listening. Get home safe and have a great night. My name's Kevin Broderick, joined by Tommy, and we will see you in the future.